Hello everyone. So today I wanted to sit down and talk about my review of the new Makeup Geek highlighters. I bought two bundles and I've been using them heaps in the last couple of tutorials that I've been doing. I bought both the Fair bundle and the Porcelain bundle, so I wanted to go through both of those with you and kind of give you my thoughts, show you some swatches. I'm excited to talk about these highlighters. Let's go. Alright, so starting out with kind of the specifics of what was released. There was 13 shades that Makeup Geek released. 8 were signature, 6 were duochrome. They range from really light to really deep skin tone appropriate colours, which is really nice and something that I think a lot of people really appreciate about Makeup Geek. They really take a lot of time to make sure that they are catering to a whole wide range of people, not just the middle beige range of people. They are valued at $20 a compact, or you can buy a pack of 3 for $48. That's what I did. I got 2 packs of 3. I ended up buying 2 of the bundles because it kind of worked out that one of the highlighters was free. I also had added them to my cart separately, and I ended up adding this exact 6. So it wasn't until I went back, looked at the bundles, I was like, oh, I might as well just buy 2 bundles, and then I'm saving $24 rather than buying all of the shades separately, which were all shades that I thought that I would use and really wanted anyway. So it worked out for me. It was good. I know that buying 6 highlighters at once is pretty excessive. I'm an excessive person. Because I live in New Zealand, we pay so much for shipping that when I buy things online, typically I end up buying a whole bunch of stuff, like an excess of $200 worth of stuff at one time, so that it's worth it for me with the shipping cost. Otherwise I just don't really buy things online because it could be $20-30 for shipping. I don't want to pay that for any one highlighter, but it means that I don't maybe get to buy things as frequently. I just buy lots of stuff when I do buy stuff. I'm sure you've seen them. They're in the really nice Makeup Geek packaging. It's kind of this metallic packaging with a clasp opening here, and the mirror is the entire size of this compact lid, which is really nice. It has a really nice, good quality, clear mirror. The highlighters themselves have that embossing that the Kathleen Lights collection had, where it's kind of that geometric, almost like Aztec-y, it reminds me of design, kind of. In the compacts here, I also wanted to talk about kind of a price breakdown. $20 does seem steep for some people. That was a common thing that I'd heard online when I was researching up these highlighters. For me, I actually think that $20 is really reasonable. In New Zealand, that works out to be maybe $24-25 a highlighter. If I compare that to my Mary Luminizer, which is one of my favourite highlighters of all time, that was $35 in New Zealand. So this is still $10 cheaper than that. A Becca highlighter that I really like, I think that's 38 US. It's probably the best comparison I can give you that most people would understand. You have got to be kidding me. This never happens to me. I see this happen to other people all the time, and I never think it's going to happen to me. I'm done. I'm finished with today. Anyway, the Becca compacts are 8 grams. And they are $38 US, whereas the Makeup Geek are 7 grams and they are $20. So 1 gram less, but you're also paying $18 less. So for the price of nearly 2 Makeup Geek highlighters, you could buy 1 Becca highlighter that just cracked on me. I wouldn't not recommend them because this broke on me. I don't know what happened to it. It's literally been sitting in my drawer. I haven't taken it anywhere. I haven't been rough with it, but you just don't know what can happen. It's not like it's a particularly new highlighter, so just repress this. I'm not bothered. Anyway, so the first colour here that I wanted to show you was Glitz. Glitz is an icy reflective pink, which I definitely agree with. It's very white and very soft, but this shade is going to be beautiful if you really struggle to find a shade that's light enough for you. For me, it runs a little bit light, but I really like mixing it with other shades. Moonphase is a translucent base with an icy blue and purple duochrome. This one was the one that I was most excited for. It does have a bit of a blue duochrome, which I think is really popular at the moment. This one is a little bit harder in the pan than Glitz and then all of the other highlighters. Celestial was the other one that I was really looking forward to. This one is a translucent base with icy violet duochrome. This one here is going to be beautiful all the time. I absolutely love this, and I do think that the duochromes, because they have a translucent base and don't run as white as the other shades, that they look beautiful on lots of different skin tones. Celestial is the one one closest to my wrist, and that is the entire Porcelain bundle. Alrighty, so the next one that I have here is called Midnight Sun. This is one from the Fair collection, and this one, as you can see, is a lot darker than the other ones that I showed you. This one is more of a golden tan shade, although because it's not a super pigmented punchy highlighter, I can pull it off just. The next one that I'm going to be talking to you about is Luster. This one is probably my favorite from the whole collection. It's another signature finish. This is a rosy tan highlight shade, and it runs just a little bit lighter than Midnight Sun. It's perfect for my skin tone. It doesn't look too dark, and it just reflects so much light. It's absolutely beautiful. The last one that I have here is called Lit. This one is lots of fun. This looks to me like it's a translucent base with a peachy pink duochrome. So this one looks really cool on the top of the cheekbones. Lots of people can wear this selection of duochromes, although they look really light in the pan and they all look really white. When you apply them to the skin, that's when the duochrome comes out. The finish of these highlighters is super smooth. There is no glitter, it's all sheen. So when you apply it to the cheekbones, it just looks really healthy, and you don't have any particles of glitter anywhere, not in any of the shades that I have. There are no duds in this collection, which is something that I'm really surprised by and really happy with. I have gone through all of the ones that I have, at least, and I have half of the collection, and I have found no duds. There's nothing with noticeable glitter. It is all just sheeny and beautiful, probably lighter on the pigmentation side. So if you're looking for that really powerful highlight, this might not be for you, although I found that it did build up really well and it did layer really well on top of each other. Another tip is, if you want that really powerful highlight with these amazing sheeny finishes, you could just use some Fix Plus, which I did do. The only thing that I found was, because the powders were so finely milled, that it kind of grabbed on where it was wet, so it looked a little bit patchy, so I just had to work a little bit harder to blend it out. But apart from that, it was beautiful and it built up really well. If I took, right now I'm wearing Moonphase and you can kind of see what's left on my skin, but if I wanted to build that up a little bit so you could see it, if you can see, that just builds up really nicely and you don't have to work very hard at this at all. So I'm super happy with those. I wouldn't say that there was any negatives that I could say about them, except that if you were looking for a really powerful highlight straight off the bat, this might not be for you. It's kind of more of that perfected skin look, even though they do have these more interesting shades. So thanks so much for watching. I hope that this cleared up some of your questions and helped you decide whether or not you were going to pick any of these up. I'll see you in my next video.